What's going on? What's going on? I'm just checking my sound to make sure that I am coming across so you can hear me. Hold on. What's going Okay, so y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. So listen, I know that it's a pop-up show and you may not be aware. Normally I promote if I'm going to come live and talk about anything. But I am coming live tonight to talk about a post that I made. I made a post today, and you'll see me in a minute. I actually moved from the desk to get comfortable so that we can have the conversation. So I made a post today. I post a lot, so I'm trying to find it. I made a post today about knowledge, and I spoke on the knowledge in the industry of the space of we want the success without the work, but I've learned that if the knowledge doesn't come from who you think it should come from, you won't receive it. Ever think the person you expect it to come from is getting the knowledge from the person you won't receive it from? Read it twice. It's a twister. You may get confused. So here it is. I said that, and I'm going to screenshot it because I may say it again in this live. So today, as I was going live, oh, let me stop my camera. Yeah, I may be looking over this way because it's all jumbled up. Today I was going live and I was kind of like ranting. I had did a rant. I hadn't did a rant in a long, long time. So I did a rant and I was saying how, everyone's complaining about the way we communicate or the way that we talk or the way we say things. And let me just tell you how God is. God actually shut my phone off. It actually overheated and shut all the way off. The phone completely shut off, and it says we will. The temperature is too hot, and we will, continue once the phone go down. That let me know right then and there that okay, Kenya, your rant is a little too much, and it could be detrimental to what you're trying to do and your purpose and what you're saying. So it gave me time enough to be able to get back and say, okay, well, let me find a better way to execute this so that it doesn't come off as me being rantish. Okay, everybody go through a rant. I went through that. I took it down immediately once my phone cooled off so that I can come back tonight on the platform to have the conversation. Now, here it is. So, again, the physical post was about knowledge base. So after that, I saw a couple posts, I saw a couple videos, I saw a couple things where people were saying about even a couple lives I saw where people were saying, "Oh well, you have to know how to execute it and give it to people. You have to know how to say it to people. You have to know how to get it across to people so that they will understand. Or you have to know how to talk to people, and you have to know how to." Um, it's a way to speak to people. Let me just say this to you. I have watched artists, and again, whenever you go in front of major people, let's say Sunday's Best, and let's say um, anything that you're trying to do, if you are a person that watch American Idol, if you are a person that watch Sunday's Best or America's Got Talent, the person is going to go in front of the judges. And when they go in front of these judges, the judges are going to say things like, maybe this is not what you should be doing. Or maybe this is not the way you should be doing it. Or maybe you should try to be solo. Or maybe this is something that you want to do. The thing is, because that is a national renowned platform, what we do is we receive it differently. What I do is I have watched artists that are talented, skilled, gifted. You see the Lord thirds. That are talented, skilled, and gifted give up on their career because of what a showcase have done to them. Literally have stood in, I have sat in rooms and they have sung at a showcase in front of major people. And with the major people, they're telling them, well, maybe this is not something that you need to be doing. Have you ever thought about becoming just a background singer? Have crushed their dreams, and they had the anointing, they had the gift, they might have chosen the wrong song, or they may have just so anxious they didn't portray or put across excuse me, excuse me, they didn't put across what they were trying to put across. So me, here it is for years. I've seen this done to artists. I've seen artists say, "Oh, I don't want to do this no more." He said, she said, he said, because they've been crushed by a complete stranger on a showcase that they paid to go on. And to this day, they're still doing these showcases where you pay to have your music, where you pay to have your music heard. You pay to have your music heard, literally. And while you pay to have your music heard, you have 5 people that are saying, "Oh, I don't like that. You should try again." Or maybe that's not what it is. Or maybe you should have contacted us prior to putting it out. Or, completely saying, "Oh, you're a loser. That's not the right song, or that's not the right music, and you've done all you can do. Spend all your money in production. You've done all of this work to get where you're at, and you're proud of your work." And you get to these people and they tell you, "Oh, yeah, that sucks. That ain't where it's at. That's not where it's at." And now you're saying, "Oh man, I maybe don't want to do this. This person said this, and this is a person that's honorable, and this is a person that been doing it. This is a person that push music. Now I don't want to do this anymore because this was said to me." Now let me just tell you a slight story so you understand. I'm gonna give you one story at a time. Y'all forgive me because my little asthma is acting up. My little asthma. Um, Here it is. I'm gonna use Gerard Holmes, and I always use this. I remember when Gerard Holmes first started out. I think the song was Welcome. No, it wasn't Welcome. It was before Welcome. He submitted his music to a couple radio announcers. They told him that ain't it. That ain't it. That song, this song, it ain't no good. It ain't it. Hey, wait, let it run and try again. But when Wanda Patterson told him that, she didn't say, "Hey, baby, this song is not it. You should try again." What she told him is that she told him out of love, and she told him with the passion and the drive that continued him to keep going, to keep going. So when he heard that rejection, when he heard, "Oh, that ain't it. It ain't mixed. It ain't mastered. It ain't this," he didn't give up. What he did was he said, "Okay, tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I need to do." So then he started connecting himself to people like myself. I've been on Gerard since the day I met him. Gerard called me before Tampa Bay Gospel was a Tampa Bay, because it was only for Tampa Bay back in the day. Gerard called me and said, "I want to have an award show." I said, "Are you ready for what comes along with this? Because this is hard work. This ain't for the weak." And I stayed on Gerard, called Gerard, drill Gerard. And guess what? Gerard never one time told me, "Oh, you don't know how to talk to me." He understood that from here, from the heart. I cared about his well-being. I didn't want to see him fail. I wanted to see him make it. So guess what I did? I stayed on Gerard. And to this day, I still stay on Gerard. To this day, I still stay on Gerard. I'm gonna tell you another story. Amara Grace. When I first met her, I, the girl had on all black lipstick, black boobs. I told Dreen, I don't know where she going. I mean, here it is. When she first walked up, I was like, "Girl, okay." I didn't want to hear what she had to offer because of her image. And I told her, there was nothing that you could offer when I saw her with a hoodie on and all black and nothing. Me and Drina looking at each other like, "Okay, let me play on my phone." And guess what? She hit the stage. And when she hit that stage and she started saying hallelujah anyhow, her message changed my whole appearance for her. But guess what? I've never sugarcoated anything for my Grace. Never sugarcoated one thing for my Grace. I'm hard on her. Hard. You hear me? Hard on her. So stop taking it as though people are talking to you in any kind of way. What happens is in this industry, Sometimes people have the love for you that they want to see you win so bad to the passion spills out. Because you know what? We always saying nothing's coming out of Florida. Hey, Mr. Hey, Dream the Pen. Nothing's coming out of Florida. My understanding is y'all are going alive and listen to somebody down all these people and tell people about how bad their music is. And y'all to throw hearts and stars up and laugh and all that stuff. But here's little old me who's right here supporting you. Because be honest with you, I ain't seen no Florida come across that platform that everybody log into every day. I ain't seen no Florida come across that platform. But we be on there religiously. I think I've seen probably one Florida artist come across that platform and be highlighted. But religiously, we all log in to make the numbers and the money rise. My point to you is you can this is not a sensitive area when you're dealing with industry. Because when you get ready to go somewhere and tell and you sing and someone say, oh, they suck. They suck. You suck. What is your next? What is they tell you you're a loser? What's next? But you'll call them and say, hey, what do I need to do to change? I'll tell you that because guess what? I love you. I don't bought tickets to your events. I don't pay for I don't travel to see you. I don't supported you. I'm in your inbox telling you, hey, do this, and that. But to y'all, I'm I don't know, I talk to people and it's a harsh way to go. Listen, sweetie, this industry right here is not made for the soft or the sensitive. This is not the sensitive industry to be in, especially when we're in a pit bull industry where whether you're in quartet, CCM industry, this is not it if you want to be here. You got to understand that when you have a mentor is going to push you to your destiny. They're going to help you get to where you're going, but they're not going to come to you. They're not going to come to you and say, well, baby, you know, you should make sure that you that's not how we're doing it. Time is money and money is time. Because if you call one of these other people that's their mentor, it starts between $100 and $300 an hour. Touch your neighbor and say, an hour. Some of y'all have called me at 4 o'clock as soon as I walk out my job, and we talk to 9 o'clock. And I done gave you everything I had at my head. I don't want nothing in return. I just want to see your success so that I can sit there and be proud of you. Prime example, another when I first started radio servicing and sending out music, the first song that I sent down, the first time I did a radio service, and I was new to the industry. Again, Michael had already told me I couldn't practice with his career. So I found somebody career to practice with. And I sent the read, that's here it is. I sent the music out, and one of the radio announcers sent it back and said, the mix on this is bad as heck. I'm like, whoa, that's a terrible mix. I'm not sure who mixed that. I'm not sure who mixed that, but that's a horrible mix. I was so scared to go back to the artist because it's always said that, oh, King, you don't know how to talk, or King, you don't know how to do this, or King, you don't know how to relate. Because I've learned that artists do not want to accept constructive criticism. Correct, Ricky? Nobody wants to accept constructive criticism. What happens is everybody wants to be sugar-footed. Everybody wants to be sugar-coated. Everybody wants to say, oh, well, this is how it should be. I didn't know what to do at that point because I'm like, oh my God, this is my first time sending out. I've invested all this money in the software, on this stuff. And my first campaign, the mix was not perfect. So radio announcers calling me, oh, is this your first campaign? You might well give up. None of the radio announcers called me except one and said, King, this is how you need to fix it. Take it down, remix and remaster it, wait 10 days and do it at a having Ricks, you know, I've had artists, I've had radio announcers say that song ain't embedded properly because I didn't know how to search for the embed. I didn't have my station in. I didn't have a station to understand the importance of embedded. So I've been spoken to with the constructive criticism, and that has helped me grow to where I am today. That has gave me the passion and the drive to keep pushing. And the passion and the drive I have, I spill out to artists because I want to see us grow. I want to see us, I want to see us make it. I want to see where we're like, oh, okay, well, Florida got this and Florida got that. Let me explain something to you. And I know y'all probably gonna get mad with me, but if all these gigs that y'all doing, all this time y'all out here singing, if it does not convert, y'all just out here singing. If that's a conversion, what are you doing? We just out here singing and going on tours, and they're giving us $1,000 or whatever amount of money that they're giving you, whatever amount of money they're paying you to come to their city, and you're singing, and guess what? Nothing else is happening. You spend all this money to go into the studio. Um, you have no clue about what your music is doing, your streaming is doing. I don't care that it's only a penny for a stream. It's a penny more than you had. My daddy always said, if you roll two pennies together, you'll get two pennies. If you do it a couple times, it's fair. Y'all complain about the penny, but guess what? At least you're getting something back from what you spent in the studio. Your producers went in and did what they needed to do. And we're complaining that, oh, the streaming isn't playing anything. The downloads ain't playing anything. Nothing is playing anything. But again, if you rub that penny together, it'll multiply if you get enough. But what we do is we assume that we're supposed to put this music out and our face is gated. Now, this is South Florida. To South Florida talk. I don't know about y'all over in Central Florida. Hey, Sean, how you doing? That our face is gated, that we're going to put this single out. What's going to happen is it's just going to sell itself because of who we are. There's no promotion. There's no nothing. Now, I'm going to tell you something. And again, I seen all of the lives and the posts, and I know directly you was talking about me. And I know it because I've had encounters over the last couple of weeks with these same people who just tried to shoot me down. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, let me just say this, and this is my petty rant for the moment. I can't be petty. I have a system to watch your music. I know what you're doing. I'm able to log into it. I can log in to see how much money being made. I can log in to see how much money being lost. I can see all that because I went to class and I learned it. Thank you, Henry Harris, who's the guru. So while you're telling me that my business, I'm only trying to help you grow in the industry. I'm not doing it to be malicious or to say, oh, hey, listen, I'm only being passionate to you because if I show you my passion, you will understand that. I'm gonna tell you another story. There's a group I'm working with. When I went to them, I went off on them. The man told me the other day is I did everything except put my hand in their face. Everything except put my hand in their face. I went off. Let me explain to you what happens. When I did that, the next week, that was Saturday, that was Sunday. Monday, they was on the phone saying, what do we need to do? If you're that passionate about what we need to do, what do we need to do? We need to do this. First of all, y'all need to go visit sunbays.org. Half of y'all ain't even got a business. Half of y'all just right here just singing and doing stuff and ain't nothing registered. Visit sunbiz.org and spend that $125 a year. It'll bless you. They registered their company, they registered their music, they did everything. I said, well, you need this. They didn't hesitate. They dropped their money and they did what they needed to do. I said, radio services and this amount of money. I sent their music out to over right now because it's 2 weeks out. I done sent it out to over 700 radio announcers. They've been playing on radio. They're doing this. They followed what I said. They did not do it. They did not take it as I think I know everything. I'm the way to talk to them. They didn't get sensitive. They got, okay, you know what? If you're this passionate to take this much time out to talk to us, for us to learn, what do we need to do? Because obviously we're doing it incorrect. If you're not seeing any traction of what you're doing, if you're not seeing any movement in your investment that you invested in, let's talk investment. You invested in the studio, you invested in this, you invested in that, but you don't see anything, residual income coming back, there's a problem. There's a problem. Hear me and hear me well. I can't adjust stuff because I'm not at my desk. I'm over here on my other set with my camouflage thing. There's a problem if you're not seeing any investments whatsoever. That means that you are not getting out there and hitting the pavement. I told a young man the other day, I said, you do such and such and such and such. What you may want to do is the next, and this is how I said it. The next time you may want to do that. I don't handle that. I need that to my people. I almost said the N word. Sir, when you are an independent group, there is no such thing as my people. It is a group effort until you on the Grammys. Because the sellers, y'all see that until you on the Grammys and you got Billboard and you got all these plaques on your wall saying you hit Billboard. And that ain't even really, because you got to buy that. That's $200 to buy that plaque. That plaque got to get bought. They don't just get it to you. That's $2.99 for that plaque. So for y'all to think it's that easy, no. Billboard don't say here like YouTube. YouTube send you a plaque. Billboard, you got to buy that plaque. There's no traction nowhere. You're not doing anything. The music is not selling. Prime example. This young lady, hey, listen, let me see what she said. I got to read it. Oh, God, I can't, because I appreciate the advice you gave me the other night about my business, though it's not. The music business definitely going to take, because I'm in business, I love business. Now, some people may feel as though I'm rough. Some people may feel as though I just talk rough. It's the passion I have in everything I do. Yes, I own a business. I own businesses. I deal with radio. I have a talent agency. Them people made me take a test on the DBPR. The DB, y'all know what that is if y'all got a license. Nakia know because she do have. So she know that when you have a talent company, you have to go to DBPR and get all these licenses. So here it is. If you go to someone and they're like, well, I think you should run, because they're going to give you what they think you need, or they're going to agree with what you want. You're not going to get that from a person that is a mentor. A real mentor is going to push you to success. And I can't push you sugarcoating. I can't push you negotiating with you. I can't push you begging you to do it. I got to tell you what to do in order for you to grow. That's what a mentor does. We're here to push you to success. And push you saying, well, I think you should register your music, and you need to go back and get it embedded and put the IRSC code in, because when it come up, it's not showing in the system. No, your music ain't did right. You need to go back to your producer or find somebody, because I know somebody that can do it for you, and embed your music. So when we send it to radio, basically all your stuff is doing what it need to do. That's how I talk. That's who I am. That's it. No, can't be nobody else. Because again, time is money and money is time. You go to some of these other mentors, sweetie. You go to some of these other mentors, that's what they're gonna do. Well, for you to talk to me, and you're gonna give them the money because you see that their progress, you don't know their progress is through somebody else. Well, this is what we charge. We charge $100 per hour, and only thing they're gonna do is make some phone calls, and they're gonna get your music just where it need to go at, or they're gonna connect you to someone else that charge more than what he's charging for the $100 to talk. Then they're gonna send you to another person that's gonna charge you $200 an hour, and then after that, they're gonna take your spot. And then the other person's gonna say, "Well, I charge this amount of money a month in order to get you." And by the time you did all that, you don't spend thousands of dollars. You right here selling your children. You right here raising pit bull puppies. And of course, they're gonna come to you like that because they want your money. I ain't asked you for no money. I didn't ask you for anything. What I asked you to do is, please be successful so that we can applaud you when time comes. That's what I asked you. I ain't asked you to. Okay, nobody on this live, on the replay, or anybody say to me, I've ever said this is what I charge. Now I charge the radio service. I do charge for that because I got to pay for the equipment and the emails. I do charge the radio service. But can anyone call me and right now say, Kenya has charged me to have a conversation, and Kenya have rushed me off the phone? There's been nights that I have set up in this office. I have set up in this studio, and I have talked on the phone and have gave play by play on how to do it, the 10 steps to release the information you needed I didn't want nothing back. I don't even want no accolades. Ask anybody, I tell you. I will tell you quickly. Don't mention my name. Don't say I gave you nothing. I tell you real quickly. I say, don't put me on no covers. Don't do any of that. This is our little secret. This is me and your little secret. But what makes me happy is, oh, you, J Music Constant, thank you, baby. I had got a medium too, child, because normally I buy a small because that's what the budget get me. My baby, when you had gave me them that little $2 for a whole week, I drunk fix and fix. A medium, thank you, sir. But if you call me right now and say, Kenya, what is this? I'm gonna say, hold on, I got you. And that's our business. I got you. You can call me and say, how do I do this? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna walk you through on the phone. Anybody who I've ever helped on the phone, y'all raise y'all hands because Kenya helps you on the phone. Kenya will send screenshots to show you how to walk through this thing. I screenshot it, circle it, do this, move this, screenshot, and tell you, and you be like, oh, thank you. And that's it. I just want to see you be successful. But I'm not going to change who I am. Yes, I have burnt some bridges. I burnt some bridges purposely, and I burnt some bridges mistakenly. Because I'll burn a bridge in a minute. I don't care. I'll burn a bridge. That's fine. I'll burn a bridge. I'll be like, all right, I don't want to deal with that no more. Mistakenly, I went to people. A young lady told me the other day, a young lady stopped me Sunday. I was at the event. She said to me, and I, which is, I don't, I'm like, I don't remember. She said, I spoke to her, and she said, oh, I don't have nothing to say to you because the last time I saw you, you was rude to me. And I said, how do you said, girl, I said, well, baby, listen, if I did that, that must have been really a day I was out of, because anybody knows me, no matter what going on in my life, I'm always going to joke around. I could be having the worst day of my life. My job have never known me to have a bad day. My boss say, is every day at your life good? No, I cry on my way to work and I get out the car and walk in and I give y'all this show I put on every day. Same thing when I go to church. I been cry my way to church. Going through hell. And guess what? When I get to church, it's only popping because now that is my stage. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to be petty. I'm going to be tripping. I'm going to be laughing. You will never see me saying, oh, I'm going through. And I'm going through a lot. Dang, I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be getting no sympathy. But you'll never know it when you see me. So I said to her, I apologize. I'm so sorry because I wasn't aware I did that. If I did that, I apologize because that's not who I am. I don't try to be that way. And I really was like, and I said, well, you know what? I apologize. It's up to me. Now it's up to me and it's on you. If you don't accept my apology. She said, no, I don't. I said, well, that's between you and God now. Because I did what I had to do. I'm sincerely apologizing. That's between you and God. Got nothing to do with King and See Willow no more. It's between you and God, Heavenly Father, that's standing before you. Because it's up for me. I wasn't aware I was rude to you. I didn't know you felt that way. I apologize. Now it's between you and God. That's it. But we have to get out this thing with I guess everybody feels as though this industry is going to give you something and they're gonna give it to you at a pace where you want to hear it, or how you want to hear it. Because success is not built on, oh, let me tell you. Look at Suge Knight. I'm not trying to be Suge Knight, but I'm gonna give you this. Look at Suge Knight. Suge Knight hung ninjas over the balcony. Suge Knight was straightforward. Look at P. Diddy, how he's straightforward. There's no marketer, promoter, or brander that you've ever seen sugarcoat anything to help you along your career. That's not our job. Get a manager for that. Get a manager to just say whatever you want to hear and how you want to do it. Get a manager that's going to be your yes man. But listen, when you call in a person, a mentor that's to push you to thrive to your next level, you're not gonna get that out of a mentor. Get you a yes man. And I apologize for all of y'all that feel like, here it is, Kenya is rude. I apologize for y'all feelings if y'all feel as that I come across harsh. I apologize if y'all feel like, when I give the information, it's just like my knowledge that I'm giving you is basically I'm not talking to you properly. It's not about that. It's about the fact of how can you learn if I'm giving it to you and you're just going to take it and guess what? You're going to just throw it down because it's going to be like I act like I'm like, well, if you go and go distro kid and download it. And when you download it, whatever, and you go to Gerard, you get your graphics. Oh yeah, you got to show up at Facebook at least once a day or twice a day or maybe three times a day. Oh yeah, and yeah, that's about it. Honestly, would you listen to that person that's talking to you like they don't have any confidence in what they're saying? Or would you like someone to say, listen, you need to go on over there, go to DistroKid, download your music, upload your cover. If your cover not right, go to a graphic designer, take some decent pictures. Uh, what is your choice in how you want to get this music? How you get this information? Do you want it from someone that is just sound like they don't know, like they guessing? Or you want someone to speak with confidence? Because I speak with authority. That's what King is. King speaks with authority, and I'm gonna tell you how it is. Boom, 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 boom. Call me later if you ain't get the middle. So it's not knowing how to talk to you. It's showing you that listen, the passion in here, I have a love for this industry. I love this industry. The only reason why I'm not traveling right now, I got some stuff going on. But anywhere I go and represent the state of Florida. I hear people say, "Oh, that's just King. You got to get to know her." So instead of you trying to get to know me, what you're doing is you want to bash me. You want to say, "Oh well, she don't know how to talk to people." Baby, listen clearly, clearly, and understand this. Clearly, and understand this. The ones that you got people sugarcoating to you, clearly we don't see what you're doing. We know you release. We know you put a song out. We saw that you had a release. We saw that. But what's next? Because clearly you had King in your ear calling you, hey, why you not posting? He said, Lord, deliver me from the top dancers. I go to the ones who going to say to me, don't release that song. Exactly. Exactly. Clearly you don't have nobody that's mentoring you. You have nobody that's pushing you. Because guess what? If you had a mentor or pusher, you'll be showing up every day. Clearly there's no one in that's pushing you. But I have to also understand that in this new generation of people, like I had to learn that from my daughter. They like gentle parent. My daughter are like, Mom, I don't like when you holler at me. I don't like when you scream at me. Just talk to me. But I can tell you to do something 10 times and it's like talking to this wall. But if I holler at you, you move. If I try to gentle parent thing, you're not gonna do anything. Sometimes understand that people are not out to hurt you or harm you. They want to see your work. And in order to see your work, you're going to have to understand that we're not as mentors. We're not going to come across the way you may want to hear it. It's not going to come across as, oh, baby sugar, honey, iced tea. I'm not going to do this. It's not going to happen that way. Because in the real world, this real world right here, this world right here, they're gonna eat you up. You're gonna pay these people because you're excited about your release. You're gonna be excited about what you're doing. You're gonna be excited about everything you have going. You're gonna see a flyer that say, "Come sing your song in front of us." It's gonna be a showcase. There's gonna be someone in the industry that's gonna be there that's gonna crush your entire dreams because you think that what you've done is everything is where it needs to be. You're gonna think that, oh man, I did this. I'm ready. I can push this song out. When the whole while you're not ready. You wasn't ready. But because Everyone has to watch their wording and their verbiage when they're communicating. People are scared to talk to you. People are scared to give you information. People are scared to hurt you. I've heard the old cat say, man, I can't talk to these young cats no more. They ain't trying to do nothing. They ain't trying to listen. They ain't trying to do this and they ain't trying to do that. So they leave y'all out here to just fend for what you know. Then you got the old cats living on what they did back then. And the industry changes daily. The industry changes daily. When I tell you the industry changes daily, but my thing with the industry and with Florida as a whole, not even South Florida, I watch how we gravitate to others out there that'll say the same exact thing the way I say it, but even not even that harsh, but we'll gravitate to them because we feel as though they have a higher standard than us. And I've heard people give y'all bad information, and I'm like, whoa, that ain't even right. So here's my take on the whole, you know, it's not the way, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, take. Here's my take on that. It's not what you say and how you say it. We ain't at work. We ain't at school. This your business. This your investment. This your baby. And in order for you to grow in anything that you're nourishing, sometimes you're not going to hear the way you want to hear. Because if not, if you're looking for it to come to you like that, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. Truth be told. Truth be told, if you keep doing it the way you're doing it and expecting it to come how you feel it needs to be come across, you're going to fail in this industry. And it's just sad to say that you have to understand that if you have a mentor, you have a person that's pushing you, and they're your booster. I've never in my life seen a booster go like this. A booster is a rocket. They're going to push you hard and strong. Because at the end, you want to be able to say, we did it. We can't say we did it when we ride here watching our verbiage and our words. We can't do it. And I'm not going to do it. So I'm here. My take is, again, today I did a video and God shut my phone completely off. It was like, your phone is too hot. Because I had said some words that probably shouldn't have been said. I didn't say the A word, but I'm grown. And I might have said some things that may have offended some people. So God allowed that video to stop and cut off. Because it was a rant. It was not, it was a rant. And again, I apologize for the rant, but I don't apologize for what I said. Because I still mean the same thing that I said today, that we have to learn that just because people don't say it the way you want them to say it, we at this day and time where we want to hear it the way we want to hear it. It don't work like that. We can't give it to you like that because someone else is going to give it to you another way. Someone else is going to give it to you blood raw. And it's going to hurt you. And the next thing you know is, oh, I ain't doing this no more because, people be, that ain't it. But if I build you up, and I build you up, ask Gerard when you see him. I build Gerard up for everything that he can go through. There's nothing he can go through because I already did it. When Gerard came to me and Wanda Patterson built him up, all his elders built him up for anything that he's getting ready to accept. All of us built him up. We gave him constructive criticism. You know why? Because we got him ready for whatever's out here. There's nothing out here he should be able to be bothered by. But he didn't take what we said. It was like, oh man, they don't talk to me. Man, Wanda Patterson done broke me down. If I harsh people in my life, if my mentors wasn't strong, and he keeping me, I'd have broke down. I would quit a long time ago when I met Wanda Patterson. Wanda Patterson has broke me down. But because the mentors I had, they positioned me and got me ready for Wanda Patterson. Wanda Patterson broke, man. Wanda Patterson, when I met her, she broke me down. It's not a rant tonight, Michael. It's the truth. And you'd like this good carrying on, Michael Lee, because this is business. Listen, Mama Curtis. Mama Curtis told me I need to get up and do something. Y'all don't know industry. Industry is not going to sugarcoat anything to you. Industry is not going to give y'all nothing. Industry is going to make you want to give up if you are running around. Listen, Michael Lee, I abuse Michael Lee. Lord knows I do. Can't nobody say that. And Mike is a grown man, but I abuses him. I abuse Michael Lee. I do. But I have Michael Lee back. So when people always say, oh, the way you say stuff, yes, I do say it hard, but guess what? He'll tell you, I'm not only his security, I'm his PR, I'm everything for him. I'm not Michael, go, 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 go. I grab your bags, go, go, go. I'm like, Michael, we gotta be at this place this time. Come on, I need you to come on. That's who I am. But I pushed him. Even when he had his surgery, I cussed him out to make him feel better. On a daily basis, I cussed him out to make him feel better. Because he sometimes you gotta do that to people. But if you're thinking that we're gonna be in this industry and they're gonna be saying, well, your music is not coded properly, and it's not embedded, and you're not registered with one of the pros, and it's not distributed. People ain't gonna say that to y'all. I'm sorry. They be like, your music is not done right, try next time. That's it. Then you gonna be saying, I spent all this money in the studio, I did all this stuff, and they told me my music wasn't right. Then you gonna go back to the producer. The producer gonna be saying, oh, I did do it right. He gonna be arguing with you. You ain't gonna know no better whether he did it right or not, because you don't know what the producer's supposed to do. So what do? Instead of having someone on your team saying, hey, listen, call your producer, find out if they can do this. Call this person. If not this person, call this person. Let me connect you with this person so I can do this, and that. Have you called these people yet? Someone to hold you accountable. Get your accountability partner. I'm done with talking to y'all because I was supposed to only be here 30 minutes and I'm at 43 minutes and 27 seconds. But listen, I just want to send a shout out to everybody that tuned in on the live on the replay. Shout out to Michael Lee. Who else on here? Shout out to Ricky Ricardo McCoy. Shout out to J Music Costed. I love you, J Music Cost, because he keep me with coffee. Him and Tammy Renee make sure that I buy a medium coffee. Michael Lee make sure I buy a medium coffee. Nakia O'Neal, if you still on here, I want my shirt. So Nakia O'Neal, I can't tag you because I don't have a keyboard, but Nakia O'Neal, she has a t-shirt company that she does t-shirts, and she can help you out with different things as far as t-shirts and helping you get your brand out there. So if you are looking to get your brand out with t-shirts and you're looking to get your information out, y'all stop by and holler at my girl, Miss McNeil. She makes some great shirts. I've seen her work. I have seen her work, y'all. I'm not just telling y'all this because she was on my live. I had a conversation with her and her daughter. And I'm gonna just say this. I talked to her daughter the other night, I was talking to her daughter. And guess what? Her daughter, I'm not sure how old her daughter is, right? I'm not sure how old her daughter is. But I spoke to her daughter the same way I speak to everybody else. And she said, okay, Miss Kenya. I said, that. She's like, okay, Miss Kenya. That. She was like, okay, Miss Kenya, I'm going to do that. Her mama said, she don't want to do that. I said, girl, don't let her do this. Her daughter that one time said, oh my God, you're talking to me. And I said, call me because I'm going to stay on you about this. That's what I said to Nakia O'Neal's daughter, who said she want to get into cosmetology. I got on her the same way I got on everybody else when it comes to music. She ain't whine. She ain't. She said, okay, Miss Kenya. And I was like, you got to do it. Okay. Nakia O'Neal, she told me about she want to give me a shirt. Well, where the shirt at? Is at home. Why you got the shirts in the car? She's traveling with shirts. You should never leave home without it. She didn't say, why are you talking to me like this? She said, okay, you're right. People have told me that. So honestly, it's the sensitivity in some people that just don't understand that the passion and the drive that some people have for business. Y'all pray for them. Y'all pray for them. Listen, like I said before, now I'm at 45:55. Send a shout out to again, everybody who done tuned in. Nikhil Neal is back on. Y'all trying to get y'all some shirts for y'all brands. Y'all know I rock Jesus in the trenches because I'm their branding ambassador. Y'all contact Nikhil Neal. She's in the comments. She'll hook you up. Still ain't got my shirt from her. She can meet me halfway to get it. Just call me and I'll meet you. But y'all give her a holler so she can go ahead. And then y'all pray for her daughter because she want to get into cosmetology. And her mama talking about she don't, but she do. Praise God. Again, stop thinking that people are being rude and accept it as constructive criticism to help you grow your brand. Um, don't take it as you have a mentor that's trying to knock you down. Think it as a mentor is trying to build you up. They're trying to make sure that you look good. Because guess what? Only thing we want to do is applaud. Only thing we want to do is sit back and praise you. We want to sit back and say, oh man, that's Palm Beach right there. That's Broward. That's Miami. Come on through. When I travel and I look back and I see somebody from South Florida, I have to hold back tears. I know I'm rough and tough with my afro, but at the same time, it still brings me emotion to see an artist from my area is thriving. It still brings me emotion to see that. So again, if it takes me to get on y'all, if it takes me to be rough with y'all, if it takes me to give y'all constructive criticism with a resolution, I don't just condemn y'all and don't tell y'all what to do with it. I tell y'all what's wrong and I tell you how to fix it. That's a difference. There's a difference. Then me knocking you down and just and letting you stay there. I knock you down and say, hey, this is not what to do, but give me your hand, let me pull you up, and let me tell you where to go to fix it at so that we can both win. Me winning is I don't want nothing from you, but me winning is the fact that I can look back and say, man, look at that right there. I'm so proud. Because the passion and the drive. So I'm gonna let y'all go because I had 6 closings. I'm Kojic, y'all. Y'all pray for me. I'm Kojic. Kojic people have a lot of closings. But again, when people are coming to you and they're investing their time and they want to sow knowledge and wisdom into you, or they want to sow into you to tell you the way to do things, and they want to sow into you to say, hey, do this, they're not being aggressive. They're not talking to you in any kind of way. It's they have passion. Understand, passion and privilege is 2 different things. If they're passionate about what they're doing, trust me, they're going to stay on you. They're going to make sure you win. If you got people that are brittle and soft, and well, don't work with them because they're gonna get lost in whatever they're doing and they ain't got time and they don't do that. Get you someone that's a pit bull that's gonna lock on you. Anybody know about pit bulls? They lock on you and they shake. That's what you want. You want movers and shakers in the industry so that you can grow. And the only way to grow is to know. So again, I'm gonna say this again, and I tell people this all the time. Stop thinking that people are speaking to you any kind of way or out of context. It's passion, it's drive, and when you're trained to be a mentor, you're supposed to be aggressive. You don't want no soft mentor. You don't want no mentor that's gonna be like, well, I'm not Nikhil, you on the line. Well, Nikhil, you should have had a shirt in the car. Why you ain't got why you ain't got no shirts in them cars, girl? You must have a shirt for me. That's what you want. Because guess what? Now you think about it next time you go to your house, you're like, oh, 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 let me put these shirts in the car because I don't even want to. Let me keep 2, 3 shirts in here. What size the big people? She fat. She fat. She needed 2X. Accept constructive criticism. I know some people, my friends are not in the church. My business boosters do not go to church. They probably be the friends and family day. They probably go when I have outdoor events. They do not go to church. So the conversation that my business mentors give me, my business boosters are totally different than what you're going to get. My business boosters cuss me out because they don't go to church at all. They go every night. They make a wedding, funeral. If I say, can y'all come to this program? Or if it's something I'm doing outside. So my friends don't go to church. I deal with business. So when they come together, they talk to me blood raw. But guess what? I get off my behind to do what I need to do. My business partner just called me Monday and went out on me and said, you do what you need to do. Guess what? I didn't get back and say, that ain't how you talk to me. I said, that's still for me to like, they're right. That's right. I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm missing out on so much stuff. I'm not renewing these licenses. I'm not promoting properly. Even though y'all see me promoting, I'm not doing the right way because there's seven things I'm not doing. So again, I'm gonna just show you an example of Gerard. Gerard is what, 9 years in his award show? I remember when he called me and said he wanted to do an award show. He called me and said, "Hey, I want to do an award show. What you think?" You got it. And guess what? I stayed on him until he launched. I'm on him right now. I'll pick the phone up in the middle of the night, call Gerard. What we doing? What are you doing? Why is you doing that? And why are you doing it that way? That's what we doing. Mike said 24 feet tall. I think he's 350 pounds, but he may not be. I don't know. I'm just exaggerating with this. But I stand up to Mike and say, "What is you doing? That's what we're supposed to be doing." Again, you got to get a moving shaker when it comes to this industry. If not, you're going to fail. And failure should not be in your vocabulary. When you got people that love you or care about you, are passionate about what you're doing, you got to understand. You got to understand. There's no way that you're going to get somebody that is going to help you if they're not passionate about what they're doing. And the only way you see passion. Oh, you here? Oh, hey, Gerard. Gerard, this is all screwed up. I'm trying to do something, and it's y'all see my pillow got my name on it. Anyway, you can't. There's only way you can see passion. You have to see passion. Passion is affection, is emotion. How do you know I'm passionate, right? If I don't show you. But you can say that girl passionate about her business. That girl got drive about her business. That girl serious about her business because I show you. How do I know you passionate about something if you're not doing what you need to do? I'm be like, oh, they slacking. So again, I didn't even hold y'all this line. I thank y'all for the 6 people that's logged in. Whoever logged in, y'all chime in. Listen, don't forget to nominate if you're on here. Nominations are for small businesses as well as church and everything. Vote for. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is gonna be real easy for me because so far, let me just say this. So far, I only got 3 pastors. So far, I only got 3 pastors. That will be good for me because normally for the nomination, I have about 50 pastors. So this year, like I said, only 3 people nominated a pastor. So I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that, hey, nobody nominated a pastor for the state of Florida. We got 3 nominations. And it's easy this year because normally, like I said, it's like 30 people nominated pastors and stuff, and it's not that way this year. So hopefully by the 15th, maybe some of y'all will nominate y'all pastor for pastor of the year. If not, then, hey, it is what it is. I gotta get up out of here. I love y'all. I love y'all. And again, I just want y'all to take this with y'all. That in order to grow, you have to know. In order to grow, in order to know, you have to understand that constructive criticism is not to hurt you. It's to help you. So we have to learn that there are business boosters in this business that are out to see you win. Let me just say that we out to see you win. And the only way we can see you win is you have the same passion and drive that we have. And we trying to put fire up under you so that you can grow. There's no reason for no artist to have music out here that everybody doesn't know about. Whether they buy it or not, you still need that exposure. Whether they're pushing it or not, they still need the exposure. And understand this, you need to show up every day. If from the promotional side, I don't care who it is, you need to show up every day. Every artist should show up every day. If you're an artist, you should have a page. You should have a page. Now, them groups that y'all got, them groups starting to spam people out. So don't share nothing to a group because now Facebook is starting to spam y'all out and put y'all on timeout. But them pages is important because that's how you can get monetized faster. That's how you can make sure that you're growing faster, build up your likes, and over there on TikTok. I'm going to say this again. This young lady last Sunday sung a song at the event. She's now at 86,000 views on TikTok. She's at 86.7 views on TikTok. Camera over here. 86,000 views on TikTok, and she's at 13K likes. All from a video that was on TikTok. All from a video. All that exposure that she got as far as singing. So if you show up and you know how to utilize social media correctly, trust me, the exposure is there. But the thing is, we don't want to learn or we don't want to receive it because we feel as though the way people are talking to you, baby, listen, ain't nobody sugarcoating in 2023. I ain't sugarcoating it, so obviously you won't deal with me because I ain't got time to be. No, do this and do that and let's win. Oh, this time I'm really going, y'all. I know I done had 16 Kojic closing and I done blessed the house and did benediction 16 times. But I'm gonna let y'all go. But I want to thank y'all so much for sticking around for 1 whole hour. And with that being said, I do appreciate y'all. I'm gonna kick it off with my old outro because I love this old outro. I'll holler at y'all soon.
Yeah, we talk about it. What's going on in the church? Yeah, we talk about it.